get mine, strike like a thunder. Hit 'em with a rhyme that's gonna keep 'em under. Read between the lines if you fucks with my brother. We'll make 'em suffer, man, blood clot me gumbus.
What is the extent of Vegeta's power and how far can it go? Well, we'll be finding some answer here, so let's begin. Episode 123 of Dragon Ball Super saw Vegeta get a new transformation out of desperation. I already have a video which I will link in the description if you want to understand everything behind it, so we can move past that. When acquiring his new form, Vegeta stated himself on the episode that this is all that he has. But I dare to not believe that, because there are many occasions through Dragon Ball where we see characters saying that he did put everything into that attack or that he's using his full power, but something else comes along, and this is the exact thing that is going to happen for Vegeta. This is nowhere near being his full power. A character statement shouldn't always be taken seriously like many people do. Sometimes you have to think more about it and actually come into a conclusion. Not saying that they are always wrong on what they say, but there are some things that are just put there to confuse or just make things better, get the fans more hyped and also emotional for the scene that is about to happen. This is something very common in Dragon Ball as a franchise, and I do believe that Vegeta's new transformation, or better said newfound power, is just the beginning of it. Episode 123 showed us a small portion of Vegeta's power. The fight lasted for like 2 minutes and that's it, leaving it just like a cliffhanger for the upcoming episodes. Many people are assuming that this new Vegeta's power is just as strong as Goku's Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken on top of it. But I have to disagree on that. Despite Goku with Super Saiyan Blue and Kaioken times 20 being unbelievably strong, since it really has 20 times multiplier, I still do believe that Vegeta is quite stronger than that. And they are going to show that in the next episodes, because every time when a character just gets a new form or transformation, they are unable to tap into its full potential immediately. It requires time. Most of the time they train, but the most important thing is their body to get used to it. The same case happened with Vegeta. All of that power that he was keeping inside from the rough training that he has had finally come out of him to create a new form that has darker blue and shiny eyes. Immediately after Vegeta transformed, he said that he's going to be using his full power against Jiren, and he is pretty confident. Things changed or escalated a lot for him just because in the same episode he stated that Jiren is not even using his full power, and he is shown to be shocked of that and really angry, and you can say kinda scared. And also Goku got so scared from Jiren's punch that he actually dropped from Super Saiyan Blue that he was using to base form. And one thing to keep in mind is that Goku that fought Jiren in 123 is actually fully recovered on stamina, as it was stated by the summaries that we got a couple of weeks ago. Jiren's power is that huge, and normally both Goku and Vegeta were scared through the episode, but the moment that the desperation and need for power came along, they got stronger and regained that much needed confidence. They already felt that they have gone past the last level of power that they were using. It was ultimately a new and fresh start for both of them. Vegeta's new form at the moment seems to be something made just for him, which is great. Now I explained the great things on the other video, so go and check that out. But what I do believe is going to happen with this Vegeta's new form is that it is actually going to contain grades of power. It is going to be a journey to reach the maximum potential and use it, kinda like Super Saiyan forms that did have. This is a level beyond Blue, and at the moment it might seem that it is just as strong as Goku's Blue with Kaioken, but it is definitely a lot stronger than that. It will take time, even if just a little bit more time. We still don't know that. It's up to the writers for what they want to do, but Vegeta is going to adapt to this form, because this is how the Saiyans work in general, but not just them. But since I'm talking here about Vegeta and most of this video is based on Vegeta, so let's just talk about the Saiyans. So Saiyans need to adapt first to the opponent's power, hence why it is stated many times through Dragon Ball Z that they get stronger and stronger during the battles. The harder battle is, the stronger they get, and that is a clear statement that Toriyama wanted to give for people to understand how their genes work and why they are getting so powerful and so quick. Their most effective way of getting stronger fast is fighting tough opponents, and nobody has been more tough than Jiren for them. Well, of course, this is the same case that is repeated over and over again, because every time a new antagonist shows up, he is stronger than the previous one. If we really don't want to count Beerus, who hasn't really been challenged just yet. All the opponents that Goku had to fight after Beerus were not as strong as Beerus, but still, the thing with Jiren is still unknown. But as I was saying, most of the time, the opponent that they are facing, the new opponent, is actually the strongest that they have faced up until that point. And this is how they are getting stronger. I can assure you right now that Goku and Vegeta both are much stronger than when they entered the tournament. It is clear enough, and we are talking here just about their base forms. And let's not forget the multipliers that the forms put. But now let's go back to Vegeta. Vegeta's main source of power has been his pride, his desperation and need for power. He unlocked this new form through that, while Goku's main source for Ultra Instinct was him being desperate and wanting to hang on into his life. So what we get from this is that both of them achieved the new status or forms through basically the same thing, but with different intentions. Vegeta's full power most likely won't be shown in Tournament of Power, as he will progress to get stronger and stronger, and most likely his form is going to be the challenge to Goku's Ultra Instinct. There is no going around it with that, since both Goku and Vegeta will have tough time mastering their forms. The idea behind this is great, and I'm really looking forward to that. So one thing that I want to clarify is that what I do believe is that both Goku's Ultra Instinct and this Vegeta's new form that at the moment we can say beyond Super Saiyan Blue are not going to be mastered on this tournament. If you are wondering, but how are they going to beat Jiren? Let's just say, how is Goku going to beat Jiren? Isn't that picture that was shown to us long time ago, from last year basically, summer it was, isn't that supposed to be the mastered Ultra Instinct? Well, yes, but don't forget that Goku still doesn't know how to tap into Ultra Instinct. So the same thing might be happening again. He will tap into that, it will be just enough to put a great battle with Jiren, maybe beat him, we still don't know about the outcome, but it is going to be something among these lines. But still, Goku is not going to be able to tap into that power at his own will, which goes back to them requiring training. Both Goku and Vegeta are basically going to get the same treatment in this case. Vegeta might be able to tap into his new form easier than Goku, but master it, they are both going to have a tough time until maybe sometimes in the future another form is going to show up, which is very likely, even though Ultra Instinct could, or this for Vegeta could be the last thing. But the idea that they gave them both different forms really tells me that there has to be something even beyond this, which we are going to find out, of course, as far as this series progresses. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like so you can support the channel,